Hello again, my name is Joaquin, this is Art of the CV, and the subject of today's video log is the flea and Jack's friend. I know, a little left field perhaps. Quick bit of background. I don't know about you, but from time to time I will wake up with just this idea that seems to have come out of nowhere. And again, from time to time, it's quite opposite to what I'm actually working on. So hence, I thought I'd include it in this video log, the flea and Jack's friend. So once upon a time, someone did actually decide to put fleas into a jar without the lid on, and sure enough, the fleas jumped out of the jar. So then they put them back in, screwed the lid on the jar, and after a while, took the lid back off. Now within that time, the result of having the lid on and the fleas bashing their heads against the lid meant that when they took the lid back off, the fleas were jumping within the jar. They could easily have jumped out, but they didn't. They'd been conditioned. So that leads us nicely, so to speak, into the next participant in this story. Someone who's job hunting, maybe recently made redundant, not nice, and after the initial euphoria of, oh, I don't have to go to work, don't have to commute, work the long hours, never liked this anyway, never liked that anyway, but the novelty wears off. And then it's a case of, the bills are still coming in, I think I better apply for another job. So they do. Not a few applications and no response. It suddenly hits home, I'm being ghosted. Like in the good old days, someone at least would tell me, thank you for your email, blah, blah, not suitable on this occasion, but this is just different. It's a wall of silence. Now, just like the lid on the jar affected the fleas, this very ghosting, this lack of communication, it's like you don't exist. It has an effect on confidence, on self-belief. So now the thinking goes, well, I need to up my game. I need to apply to more, but I've applied to everything in my niche that I can see I could qualify for. I know I'll spread, if you like, the target. And so what happens is then we start applying for anything that could match our transferable skills. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's just way tougher. Now we don't have sector experience, we don't have the niche expertise and the contacts that we built up. So all of that, which is valuable, it's taken years to acquire that, is just thrown out the window. And it's just transferable skills. Well, you can imagine the competition suddenly is like massive. Worse still, what happens is that when you go to interview, all of this plays in your subconscious. And so it affects how you perform. If you were interviewing within your sector, within your particular role, you'd be way more confident. But now, it kind of shows and people can pick up on that. So, not great, but you can see the parallel between the very humble flea and us. And now we come to scenario 3. Someone who has it all. They're very much in the moment, nothing wrong with that. Not a care in the world, career's going well, etc., etc., etc. Now, still, others are offering sage advice. Don't get complacent, your fortunes could go up and down, all the rest of it. But this friend of Jack's, as the title suggests, simply replies, see what? CV? Why? Everything's good. I'm all right, Jack. Well, something I've learnt is time is a teacher whom none of us can outrun. So maybe for now, no worries, things are looking great. But that classic expression, cometh the hour, cometh the man. So whoever you are these days, will you be ready? The moral of the story is that Mother Time catches up with us all. I don't think there's any argument there. The question is, when she does, will we be ready? Or will we possibly buckle under the pressure of suddenly having to respond rapidly. Again, only time will tell. My solution is really quite simple, especially when it comes to our careers. If we don't want to get caught by surprise, we need to mitigate. It's standard business practice, yeah? So learn to create, master and maintain your CV, your resume. Get ready for a rapid response to any opportunity. It may even be an elevator pitch you need to deliver. But that can be built from your optimized CV. Invest in that. Do it now while there's no pressure. It really is an investment worth making. That's my expertise. I can help you with that. I'm Joaquin. This is Art of the CV. Hope you've enjoyed our little story. Until next time, happy hunting.